Hello, creators. Thank you guys for joining me again. If you're new here, welcome. This is a place where we relax, learn, and get creative. Okay, today I was out and about here in Florida, sunny South Florida, and the weather was beautiful. It was delicious. There was a cool breeze, and I was almost blown away. I was like, yes! Farewell to 8 months of brutal summer. Hello, fall. So as you can see here, we're going to be creating a little something to help us set the mood. Stay tuned. So we are doing something a little bit different here, but this channel is all about creating. And today we're going to be creating the warmth of a nice fall, autumn space that we can enjoy this season. All right, so go ahead and grab something that you can sip on. This is my mushroom coffee. All right. And what I'm going to be doing today is creating a wreath. This is also going to be a Dollar Tree haul. I'm going to show you some of the things that I picked up from the Dollar Tree. So very inexpensive, but the Dollar Tree has stepped up. All right. So for the wreath, the form that we're going to be using is a pool noodle. Now I've already prepared the pool noodle by hot gluing the ends together, and then I reinforced it with some tape. All right. Now, some of the flowers that I got is cute little, these picks. One has a pumpkin and an acorn, and then some other fall leaves with some little berries on them. And then I also have a few different kinds of flowers that we're going to be using. All right. And some eucalyptus. And I have feather and some grassy spray. And of course, we got to add the glitz. All right, so let's get started. Oh, and I also have some little miniature pumpkins that has speckles on them. All right, those come 3 in a pack. All right, so I am going to start this arrangement by wrapping the pool noodle. We're not going to leave it purple like this. Okay. All right, so to start, we are going to hot glue one end of the ribbon to the pool noodle. Holding it in place while we continue wrapping the pool noodle with the ribbon. Now you're going to overlap the ribbon halfway. All right, just overlap it a little bit as you continue to twist and wrap the pool noodle all the way around. Remember to overlap it just a little bit so none of the purple would peek through. Okay, still wrapping. And this is from the dollar store, so hopefully we can make it all the way around with this ribbon. And if not, then we will be improvising. And I'll show you what that looks like at the end. And guess what, guys? We didn't make it. All right. So this is all we were able to get out, a little bit over half of the ribbon spool. All right. So when you come to the other end of your ribbon, you are going to just tuck it. Use your hot glue to tuck the other end of your ribbon. All right. All right. So we only have this much that is not covered with the ribbon, but we're going to improvise and find something else to do with that. Okay. All right. So we have our leaves already pre-clipped. The plain ones here, and then I have a couple here with the berries and the sprays. And I'm just going to show you how to clip. If you don't have a wire cutter, you can use scissors. I know everybody is not invested into making arrangements, so you may not have a wire cutter, but these are very easy to cut and clip with scissors. All right, so what you're going to do is just push the leaf up to the edge as much as you can. And then about 2 inches down, you're going to leave yourself some room for it to go into the foam. So about 2 inches down, you're just going to cut around with the scissors and then bend it right at that clip, and it snaps apart. All right, easy peasy. So I'm going to show you again. Push the leaf to where you would want it, close to the berries or the tip. Come down about 2 inches down and cut with the scissors. And what you're doing is cutting the plastic that is coating the wire. And then you snip it right at that cutting point, and it easily pulls apart. Okay. So now that we have all of our leaves separated, we're going to start filling up our wreath with our leaves, which is going to be the background of our wreath. All right. So what we're going to do on the tip of your stem, just add a little dot of hot glue and stick it in. All right, and I'm going to speed up this process. If you have some space left, you can take a little dot of glue on the back of a leaf and tack it down, and it also cover up nicely. All right. So now we're going to start adding our flowers. Now this is nice and full. Still not worrying about the purple, because at the end we're going to add some moss in between to cover up that pool noodle. All right, guys, so this is what we're looking like. We almost have it all filled in. I went ahead and inserted the flowers, and I have some orange sunflowers. And I'm going to add the yellow sunflowers now. Have 3 of those. And when you're putting in your flowers, you're choosing what spaces they're going to go into. Try to maybe stand above your wreath and choosing and imagining how it's going to look on the door, okay? Or wherever space you're going to be putting in. Is it going to be up high? How much or what areas of the wreath you're going to be seeing most of? So if it's going to be hanging on the door as such, you would probably be seeing all of this area mostly. You won't be seeing too much of the inside at the bottom or maybe even around, but you do want to make sure you place some flowers around the sides. So those areas that are seen coming in from different directions will be also covered also. You don't want too much of your frame showing. All right, so also just kind of place them sparingly throughout your wreath. All right, and remember the placement. All right, so for example, I have 3 yellow sunflowers. So I have one here at 3 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and 9 o'clock. You don't want to put the same type of flower too close to each other. All right, I think that one will look better there. That's more like 9 o'clock. All right, so I'm going to add those in. And another tip I would like to share with you guys. If you find that the flowers are too hard to push into the wreath, like I've been having some issues here with the ribbon, you can always take some scissors. Very carefully make sure all of your fingers are out of the way of the scissors. And you're going to push down to make a hole. And then you can put a little glue at the tip and make sure you find that same hole that you just made with the scissors. And it should be a lot easier to insert the flower into that hole. All right, now I'm just noticing I have this turned the wrong way because I have the purple there, which that's going to be the bottom, and we're going to add some moss to that. So this is the bottom. Okay, so this is going to go like so. All right, so we'll add it like that. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and finish filling in. I'm speeding this up a little bit for you. Let's not forget about that purple. Ugh. All right, so I have moss, reindeer moss. Okay, so some of you guys that don't know me have a weakness for reindeer moss, right? And for this wreath, I think we will, let's stick with the fall colors. We can use brown. The white will lighten it up a little bit. And it's gonna just cover most, not all, but most of the purple. So, you know what? I think I might want to use white. How's it coming so far? I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Let's go with the brown. We're going to go with the brown moss. All right, so okay. You guys have just found out the weirdest part of me. I love moss, especially reindeer moss. Smells so earthy, so herby. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. Now, the moss is just going to be hot glued right down here at the bottom.
And I've also said it before that if you don't have reindeer moss or you don't want to use the moss, you can always take the leaves and glue them down onto the pool noodle. Alright, and it covers it nicely. And remember, you don't have to get all the way around the back, because that's going to be up against the door, and you won't be able to see it anyways. So we're just trying to get most of the edges around the front, where it will be visible. And also, if you are going to be hanging this anywhere inside, the moss adds a really nice herbal scent. Or maybe not, if you don't like the smell of moss. Okay, we are just about covered. Add some purple pecans over here. And also put moss in between the flowers. Use these last two pieces, or a few pieces. Make sure we got all the purple covered up. Just stick it in there. Alright.
right, so with the wreath being completed, we do have one more thing that this wreath is missing, a bow. All right, so bonus feature, we are going to now make a bow to go on the bottom of our wreath, and we're going to use gold and green. All right, I'm just going to put a little gold in the middle, just a couple of loops in the middle, and then the tails are going to be green. All right. All right, so the wreath is almost done. But one thing that is missing is a bow. So bonus, I'm going to show you how to make a bow. And what you're going to need is the colors, your ribbon that you're going to use is wide, whatever color you choose to use. I'm going to use gold for a few of the loops in the middle, and then the green is going to be the tails. All right, the green is a nice wired ribbon, and I like wired ribbon because you can mold and shape how you want the tails to flow, and the bow holds its shape as well. So I don't have floral wire, so another thing that you can do to show how frugal you are, the leftover stems from your florals, your floral picks, just cut them off just as you did the flowers and snap. And 2 should be enough. Just going to do one more just in case something goes wrong or if I need to make that a little bit longer. Cut all around and then snap. Okay. Now I am cutting the longest pieces that I can find because if my bow gets big and I need to make sure pieces are put together nicely, I have enough. Okay, here I am just deciding where I want to place the bow. You can place the bow wherever you like. You can put it at the top of your wreath, on the inside, or at the bottom, wherever you'd like. And I think I would prefer this bow to be on the bottom of my wreath. So once you find the place, you're going to go ahead by using the wire that you've held the bow together. Just go ahead and put some glue on the pool noodle or your frame, wherever you're going to place your bow. And then you're going to insert the wire in that spot, and the glue just helps hold it a little bit securely. And since this ribbon that I've used to make the bow has wire, it is very easy for me to maneuver the ribbon around and mold the ribbon in the directions that I would like it to flow. If you have watched this video all the way to the end, I would like to thank you all for doing that. And hopefully you have been inspired with some ideas on how to create an atmosphere this autumn and fall season in your home. Even if you're living in a part of the world where you don't get the season changes like we do here in Florida, it's still an inspiring way to set the mood of the season in your home by doing arrangements like you see here, and just finding ways that you can create that inviting and inspiring and warm, cozy feeling in your home. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe if you have. And don't forget to share. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye. Now you're going to need the ribbon and also wire, floral wire. You're going to need ribbon, all right, of your choice, and floral wire. Floral wire. I don't know why that's so hard for me to say. Floral wire.